Hello everybody, Captain Marty here on Wednesday, May the 13th. I'm down in Hatteras Village on the southern tip of Hatteras Island, and it's time for the Hatteras Village Offshore Open. The boats got out today. Stick around to the end of today's report and I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on in this Blue Marlin tournament.
When lines are tight and the bite is on, you need fuel that keeps up with the action. Introducing Sport Fisher, the drink built for anglers and adventurers who never quit chasing the next big catch. With bold flavor and serious kick, Sport Fisher keeps you energized from the first cast to the last run offshore. Whether you're chasing tuna, marlin, largemouth bass, or just for a great day on the water, crack open a can and fuel the catch. Grab yours today and learn more at sportfisherenergy.com. Sport Fisher, because legends don't run out of energy.
Frisco Woods Campground, a family-owned gem for over 50 years, offers a perfect getaway on Hatteras Island. Whether you prefer tent camping, electric water sites, RV spots, or primitive camping cabins, there's something for everyone. Guests enjoy free hot showers, a refreshing pool, and breathtaking sunsets over the Pamlico Sound. Nestled in nature yet close to local attractions, Frisco Woods Campground provides a peaceful retreat with modern comforts, making it an ideal destination for outdoor enthusiasts and families alike. Book online at the Frisco Woods Campground.com. Frisco Woods Campground, 50 years of memory making on Hatteras Island.
So offshore yesterday, the boats in Hatteras, they even though the weather had settled down a lot, they laid up because the day before, they really over the weekend on Sunday had a lot of wind. And a lot of them got blown out. So they let things lay down a little bit today. They ended up getting everything sharpened up and ready to roll like you always do before a tournament. And they are out today. Inshore in Hatteras, it's been good fishing. There's blues. And you're going to hear in our inshore territory reports a lot of very much similar species. But blues, Spanish mackerel, and lots of sheephead, that's been the pattern for the whole week, really. So it's been really good. And they've been catching sheephead for over a month now, so that's great. The Oregon Inlet Fleet, they did sneak a few boats out. I know three went offshore is what Captain Barry Daniels told me. Barry runs the end game. Of course, he's out this morning along with the full Oregon Inlet Fleet. But yesterday, just a few boats. They had 6 to 8 yellowfin tuna to the boat, and that was about it. But still, they look like a nice class of fish. So you get 8 50-pounders. That's 400 pounds of tuna on the hoof. And then their inshore boats have been doing pretty much the same thing as the Hatteras boats, bluefish, Spanish mackerel, and their catches are more about sea bass. Outside the inlet, they're doing real well on sea bass, and both inlets are seeing a pretty good drum bite going on. When I say drum bite, I'm talking about schools of drum on the surface. It's sight casting mostly. You have to see them. And then there's a little bit of bait fishing on the bottom around the inlets. But really, Ocracoke, Hatteras, and Oregon Inlet of all three had a great year on drum of all sizes. So that's what's going on in the ocean now. On the surf, it's pretty much, I don't know how to really say it, hit and miss a little bit. The species list still stays the same. A lot of puppy drum, a few yearling drum. Every once in a while, somebody gets one 40 plus inches. So then we're getting up into the big drum category. There's also been really good bluefish, and some of the inshore charter boats have been telling me right back of the surf there are just acres of bluefish. And that's really like old school, like back in the day when I used to do it, back when ballyhoo were $1 a pack. But anyway, up and down the beach, a few drum, and that goes all the way up to the northern beaches, north of Oregon Inlet. There's some pretty decent sea mullet fishing on Hatteras Island yesterday, and that's always a crowd pleaser, a favorite. Sea mullet is widely considered by the locals to be one of the best eaten fish in our waters. And when they're kept iced down good and they're fresh, they are delicious. 65 degrees is a good average temperature up and down the beach. A few flounders showing up on some of the piers. The Spanish mackerel numbers are really good. But that's a fish that moves up and down the beach. And they're not everywhere. So if you're on the pier, when a group of them comes by, you're going to get a bite on a metal lure, a sting silver or a gotcha plug or something like that. But if they're at the other end of the island or somewhere else, or they're going back up in the sound, you might be saying, Marty said it was really good Spanish fishing. Well, it is what it is. You got to put in your time. So the backcountry fishing, I don't have a report. I didn't see anything, so I don't want to just make up stuff. But there have been drum in the sound, big drum, and they're all the way around the sound in different locations. Like the Spanish mackerel, they're on the move. So you got to be where they're at when they're there, and you got to know when they're feeding. There's a lot of science that goes into big drum fishing. fishing. Most anybody can catch a puppy drum on a bottom rig, but those big drum, other than seeing a big school of them from the air, they're really, you got to know their travel patterns and their feeding patterns. You got to know about water temperature. That's what makes a good drum fisherman. So we'll take a little break. When I come back, I'll talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the Hatteras Village Offshore Open.
At the south end of Roanoke Island, in a quiet little village, lies a marina known for having one of the finest fishing fleets on the Outer Banks. Whether it be an offshore excursion, a nearshore charter, or headboat fishing, Wanchese Marina is where to go. Wanchese Marina is a full-service marina, complete with a fueling dock, bait, tackle, ice, and the landing grill restaurant. All of this is just a few minutes from some of the finest fishing spots around. Book online at wanchesemarina.com. Wanchese Marina, 4457 Mill Landing Road, Wanchese.
So last night we had just a great meal at the Hatteras Village Civic Center right there on the north end of the village. This event is put on by the Civic Center, which is a Hatteras Village operation. It's all about promoting and doing things for the people of Hatteras Village. And so this tournament looked like we had, at press time, looked like we were holding on about 50 boats. The number was 50 about 9 o'clock last night. Unless we had a late entry this morning, that's probably about where we're going to stand. But they will fish 3 out of 4 days. And right now, I don't want to jinx them. The weather looks like they could pick any of the 4 days. I don't think there's anything in the forecast that's going to wash them out, I hope. Remember last year in this tournament on day one, they all took their lay day. They all laid in, and then they had to fish 3 days in a row. So you fish 3 out of 4 days. The big money is on points, the total point accumulation of billfish points. There's also a prize for the biggest blue marlin, and there are some meat categories, mainly yellowfin tuna, wahoo, and dolphin. And all that's going on all through Hatteras Village. Every marina has boats in it. You can walk the docks. I'd probably get to the docks around 4 o'clock if you want to see some of the most beautiful sport fishing machines in the world come in. And you can also follow along if you'll just Google HVOO. That stands for Hatteras Village Offshore Open. It'll come right up. So you can follow along. I'll be updating that site. And last year I was able to update every single release or capture within a minute of it actually happening. So if you'll go to that site, you'll see. You can just follow the simple directions and follow and see where your favorite boats are, how the scoring's going, all that stuff. So keep all that in mind and have a great day, and let the good Lord bless you richly.